I can't wait to show you my toys.
Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're looking at a collection video. This is my complete collection of the Gotham action figures. These are from DST or Diamond Select Toys. The entire line only had 4 waves. They only made figures from Season 1 and Season 2. And it's really a shame. A Batman line that of course never was going to have Batman, but failed pretty miserably. I personally thought the figures were great quality, but I absolutely love regular suited action figures, and these were perfect for me. You may notice here there are well more than 12 figures on display. Well, in order to keep my unopened collection complete, I had to get all the packaging variations. On the left hand side, these are all the select versions. They come with diorama pieces. And on the right hand side are the basic version. They were available at Toys R Us. Moment of silence, rest in peace, Toys R Us. And these ones were a lot cheaper, and they didn't contain the diorama piece. I want to say it was $25 for the left hand side, and originally it was $10 for the others, but I think they crept up to about $14 by the time the line ended. Now of course, I did get all of these to open as well, and like I said before, these are great figures. So the top row here, you can see we've got Gordon, Selina, and Penguin. And then we've got the Toys R Us versions of Gordon, Selina, Penguin. And then there's another Penguin there. That was some kind of San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, battle damaged, bloodied up Penguin. Next row here, we've got Nigma, Bullock, and Alfred. Of course, we've got the same 3 again. Then we've got Bruce, Zaz, and Barbara Keene. And then we've got Freeze, Hugo Strange, and Azrael. What great choices for figures. I really wish we could have got a Fish Mooney out of this. Pretty much my biggest want for the line. Would have loved Carmine Falcone or Salvatore Moroni or some Court of Owls, or really anything. Jerome, for example. Now I'll take a slightly better look at each one of the waves. Here's Series 1, both packaging, Gordon, Selina Kyle, and the Penguin. And then here are the Series 2 figures with both packaging variations. We've got Edward Nigma, Harvey Bullock, and Alfred Pennyworth. And then here are the Series 3 figures. We've got Bruce Wayne, Victor Zsasz, and Barbara Keene. Kind of odd it took them till Series 3 to finally get Bruce Wayne out here. I must say it's really cool getting Barbara Keene. First time that rogue's ever been released. And then here's Series 4. Unfortunately, it became the final series of figures from the show. We've got Mr. Freeze, Hugo Strange, and Azrael. This is the first time we've ever received a Theo Galavan Azrael figure. This is actually a villain Azrael versus usually the Bat ally. And now let's take a quick peek at what I actually did with all the figures and their extras. So here are the figures I got from Series 1. As you can see in the background, we've got Selina Kyle up top. Really never did find anything to do with the extra one of her. And then down below here, we've got this guy, regular Jim Gordon kept as is. Here's the Jim Gordon body that I put an Oliver Queen head on. That was the Oliver Queen with no mask on from the shirtless, I guess, training 2-pack. And I took the extra Jim Gordon head and made an Aliens Colonial Marine out of it. Then we got the 3 Penguins, one of each release plus the bladed up version. Here's bladed up, here's my regular one kept as is, and I threw a Court of Owls mask on the other guy to add to my Court of Owls. And then here are the Series 2 figures. As you can see on the far left, 2 Alfreds, didn't really do anything with them. I did see one guy in line who painted his hair entirely gray, and thought maybe I could do that. It's a pretty easy custom job to do, and I keep one as is and one that way. As it is right now, I just have them posted up in different places in the Batcave and Wayne Manor. Next, we've got Enigma here. I took his extra body, threw an old man head on there, had another scientist. Then I took the Enigma head, threw it onto a suited body, and had a Enigma in regular attire. And then the far right here, you can see we got Bullock, standard, And then next I took a Stranger Things police officer and threw on a Bullock head, have kind of an old school cop. And I haven't done anything with the extra Bullock body as of yet. Next is Series 3. As you can see, here's Bruce Wayne left alone. Here's Bruce Wayne with a different head on with longer hair. That's supposed to be his clone from the show. Then we've got Barbara Keane's head put onto a regular body. I was really happy they made Barbara Keane. I love getting new Bat Rogues, but to have her stuck in her prison attire was a little bit annoying. Of course, here's her as she was released. Then I took the extra body and just threw a random head on there. And then next we've got Mr. Zsasz. And the next one is a guy named Zombie. He's a henchman of Bane from the Nightfall saga. Zombie, Trog, and Bird. Looked just like this guy from the comics. And then as far as Series 4 goes, you can see we've got Hugo Strange twice here. I've got this one here actually holding his glasses, specifically because the Toys R Us version did not come with glasses. I believe that was an oversight on Diamond Select Toys' part. I actually emailed them and they sent me a pair of glasses for that guy. Next we've got the Azraels here. Didn't really do anything with the Azrael, the extra one. Kind of like I haven't done anything with the Hugo Strange, even though I got a ton of uses for a suited body here. I was really hoping that the Toys R Us version of Azrael was going to come with a Theo Galavan head, but it did not. It came with all the other awesome accessories, but skipped out on the head. I was hoping to have two Theo Galavan heads, one from the Toys R Us version and one from the deluxe version, but like I said, they only gave you one. I was going to have one Azrael unmasked, one Azrael with a suit on, his mask on, and then I took this extra Theo Galavan head, put it onto a Ghostbusters Walter Peck body, and I've kind of got Mayor Galavan. And then you can see the two Mr. Freezes. Sure haven't done anything with that extra body either. So next, let's talk about the diorama pieces. So I got one of each diorama piece by getting all the select figures. And then at one point, I bought a lot of diorama pieces on eBay for a pretty cheap price, and I think I got all the dioramas from Series 1 through 3. So as you can see here, Gordon and Selena came with this diorama. Each one came with a piece of it. Later, I believe, Bullock came with this one, and then Zsasz came with that one. And then in Series 4, I want to say Freeze and Azrael came with this sort of Jokerized version of the same thing. A little bit disappointing because originally they were supposed to come with two pieces of a jail cell, so you can put them together and have the jail cell from the GCPD. But they ended up cheaping out and reissuing a previously released diorama, which for me is still cool, but I would have liked the jail cell. And then as you can see, here's what I did with the two different Penguin Dock dioramas that I got. And then as you can see, here's what was done with the extra Enigma desks added to my GCPD. And here's Barbara Keane's Arkham diorama. It's an absolutely fantastic piece. I really don't have an Arkham display to put this next to. It's just sort of sitting on the top of my GCPD for now. And you can see the animated versions right below it. And then as you can see, here's what I did with Alfred's fireplace diorama. You see a photograph of Thomas Martha Wayne above. And the other one is at a different level of the Wayne Manor. And then here's Hugo Strange's chair sitting in his sort of shelf. I actually did not get two of these chairs, and I'm pretty cool with that. Not sure what I would do with the other one. And although the Toys R Us versions did not come with diorama pieces, they did come with individual stands that were shaped like sidewalk or street pieces. These here can connect together and make a pretty cool setup for your action figures. I frequent some action figure forums, so I messaged people to see if anyone had extra pieces I didn't care about, and they sure did. If anyone here in the audience has any extra Gotham sidewalk stand pieces from the Toys R Us versions that you don't care to keep, please drop me a line. I'd love to purchase them off of you. I probably got about 75 of these things or so at this point. And got enough to make even more street and road diorama pieces. So overall, I must say, I'm a huge fan of this line. I like the show quite a bit. Once you accept that it's in its own universe and doesn't follow any comic continuity, you can start to enjoy it. This line only lasted 4 waves. Each wave sort of represented half of a season. We only got villains that were in Season 2, which is really, really disappointing as the show only got better and better and had more outlandish villains in their comic attire. I would have loved to have seen what this line could have done if it was longer. I do kind of understand why this line failed for a couple reasons. Number one could argue the figures are kind of boring. There's a lot of regular guys in suited bodies, which appeals to me, but I understand to the mass market it may not appeal as much. These are also pretty expensive, $25. Yeah, you get this wonderful diorama, but it's going to make some people shy away from buying them. I mean, honestly, if it was up to me, the character selection would have been way more obscure, would have got all kind of different characters we haven't received before from the show, but that's not very realistic. It would be awesome if somehow we could get a couple more figures out of this line, if somebody else would pick it up, but I'm pretty sure that's never going to happen. I did see a couple of interviews with Diamond Select Toys where they were asked about this line. They really never officially said it was canceled, so I believe that they still had the license, but retail interest was just not so good for this. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure collection videos from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.